Hi, Virgo. Welcome to your reading. Um, I'm going to just go ahead and get into your reading because as I was shuffling your cards, this part of the story started to unfold. So I figured we should just get right into it. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and those intuitively guided. Welcome, everyone. So I had the Two of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles pop out. And I definitely feel like they're meant to be here. And I feel like someone has, it's like someone's watching someone. Someone is sending, how do I say this? Someone is sending someone else to see what you're doing, how you are. I don't know, kind of like checking up on you. But yet it feels like this person who is assigned to checking up on you is afraid to approach you. So this could be like a friend of an ex. Maybe, your ex's friend. Someone maybe both of you have in common. I'm not sure. I don't feel like there's anything scary here. And I feel like for some of you, it's like, I do feel like it's like a secret admirer. And maybe sending someone in to like see what your status is. Get that kind of information because I feel like the other person, there's something with them like that they feel that you won't think they're good enough. I don't know if it's good enough, or they don't think they are good looking enough. Well, they may think you won't think, okay? Something like that. So, there's a shyness to them. Again, I don't feel anything scary. I do feel like it's someone who does admire your work and what you've accomplished. Could be a fire sign. I have the Knight of Cups. And you know what? I do feel like someone is, someone wants to come forward, make propose an offer of love in some way. But they do have fear. They fear. And for some of you, it's like this is in the very beginning process of they are just finding out what your status is. So for some of you, this is someone you don't know, brand new. You may have met. We have Judgment. Six of Wands. I know it's hard to see the cards. I'm still trying to figure out the lighting. I'll get there, I promise. And the Empress. The Empress is kind of giving me calmness about the whole thing, or a security about it. Like I don't have to fear this. I feel like a celebration over something. Could be celebration over a case. That's one. Some type of legal case could absolutely be that. Could be for some of you the announcement of pregnancy. Congratulations. Feels abundant. Something is coming. Something very positive is coming, and it feels like a conclusion to something also that is going to be celebrated. And it feels like after this conclusion, your life changes for the better. Definitely for the better. So, whatever this, if you're celebrating a case that's won, um, whatever that entails, there's celebration. There is, it is living a different life after that. Feels abundant. I feel like for a few, you may have to face someone. You have to deal with something. It's like something has to be dealt with um, in your 3D world before this flow of love like comes back in your life. So there's something you're missing. It's like think before you move, before you act. Think. Don't just act. You know what I mean? Just don't like. It's not that you shouldn't go for it. But for some things, it's like you gotta stop, think, and then move forward. I also feel like for some of you, whatever this thing is that you need to face, um, and again, you know what it is. I feel like your your perception of it now is so much worse than what the reality of it's going to be. So what you're telling yourself, how hard or difficult it's going to be. The reality is it will not be that hard, I guess. I don't know. Um, and, just kind of feels like one of those times because I've done that where you become so fearful of something that you know you have to face, you have to get through to grow or, whatever it is. And that fear that you just keep putting into it and feeding it and feeding it. And then one day you just have to face it. And you do, you get through it. You tell yourself, what the hell? Like, why was I so fearful? But I guess, anyway, it's not going to be as bad as you think it's going to be. Not at all. And quick movement too from that. So, whatever it is, I feel like you're going to see the benefit of it very quickly. Benefit of why I had to let something go, someone go, face something, whatever it is for you, I have the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, and normally I don't look at the bottom that often, um, but I'm glad I did because that's a card of abundance, of success, of independence. So if up here you're fearful about moving forward with something, maybe you feel like taking that leap means leaving a company and you don't know if you can do it on your own. That is a great omen of making it on your own, like living an independent life. Doesn't mean it has to be independent from people, but an independent life, living it your way. So that's good. Okay, let's use the Universe Tarot. Oh, I don't know if I'm getting old or what, but it is harder to shuffle cards. Some of them. These cards are really thick. And these are the Mystic or Mythic Tarot. I think it's a Mythic. I feel like some of you have spent a long time in indecision, not being able to make up your mind about something, something within your own growth. Maybe, you know, um, earlier, take a chance on yourself. I kind of feel like you may have worked the same job for a long time, lived that kind of life. I wake up at 6 a.m., drink my coffee, take a shower, watch the news, jump in my car, go to work to 5, so on and so on. But you're not happy. And you recognize that fact, you know that fact. So there's just something that You know, for some of you, this is what this block is you. You are your block. You're your block because there's a fear. You know, the fear could be that maybe you don't feel like you know enough. There may be like a lot of competition for what it is you want to do, the direction you want to go. But you know, I feel like whatever this is, as you go along, you're going to learn everything. You know, it does feel like I could take some type of classes. Doesn't necessarily have to be classes. Depends on what it is for you. But I do feel like there is opportunity to learn, to continue to learn it. And I also feel though there's an inner talent. There's already this inner knowing that's going to start taking place, that's going to start really helping you on this path. And I do feel that this inner knowledge that starts to come forward causes you to seek more, wanting to learn more, wanting to learn everything. So, you know, think about that. Wow. Hmm. I just feel like whoever I'm talking to, it's like you may not know it right now, but like you are just made to do exactly what it is you're fearing. Like you were made to, that may be your purpose. I don't know, but it just feels like that is how great you will become. You will become the master. And it does feel like, you know, it just feels like you were always meant to. And this may be part of just your journey that, you know, you may have requested that I be someone who like has a thirst for knowledge. And this is your challenge, you know? It's almost like I don't know. Hmm, I don't know. Um, okay, let's move on. That's pretty cool. I don't know. I like that. You know, and for some of you, I feel like there's a hidden degree. Like there is a degree, whether it is a physical degree or just a graduating of a different way of thinking. There just feels like there's a hidden degree waiting for you when it's time. It reminds me of the movie Karate Kid, where oh my god, I forget what his name is. But he had the kid wax on, wax off, wax on. You know, he didn't know he was working towards greatness. Okay, Virgo, I feel like you're stating that it's your month. Like this is my month. You know, even though it's Libra's month, I feel like this is my month. And I do feel that there's a fire. You know, there's going to be a fire within you, like pushing you to the next level. And I do feel like there are people around you who are going to notice, like they are taking notice. They're just taking notice. And it's in a good way. Like, it's not jealousy. You know, there is recognition that you just seem a step above, a level above. You know, you may be receiving these epiphanies, but whatever it is, people around you, you know, they're looking at you fondly. Oh, we have the Two Swords. Someone is trying to make a decision about whether to approach you or not. You know, they're in their mind about it. This could be the other way around, but I feel like it's more coming toward you. I feel like they're trying to connect more. You know, you may be, your actions in one way or another may have forced them to look at, I feel like more their feminine qualities. So, you know, it might be more masculines who are in this decision mode. But it doesn't necessarily have to be. You know, they're just all in their head. There's fear, like they have fear. But they're in their head. You know, some of you, this may be someone that you send mixed signals to, and they're not really sure, like, is this romantic or is this friendly? We had a card flip. We had the Death card. Card of Scorpio. Number 13. Someone definitely has romantic feelings towards you. Passion towards you. You know, I feel like they think you're very alluring, I guess, is the word. They may also be waiting. You know, this may be why, like, they were like sending someone ahead to find out your status. So there may be someone waiting for you to end one relationship. I don't feel like this is, someone crossing their fingers. I feel like somehow they already know. So I kind of feel like you didn't keep this a secret. Um, it's just, it is what it is. So, wanting to know if it has ended, and maybe that's what's holding them back. I do feel like boy, that message just really wants to come through, because even doesn't matter if I move on or not, it just comes right back out. So somebody really needs to hear that. And again, it doesn't feel creepy in any way. It feels quite romantic, to be honest. Could certainly be Scorpio. I'm not necessarily picking up on any kind of sign, other than this person has restraint, because they are holding themselves back, and there's some signs that just wouldn't hold themselves back. If they're interested in you, they're just coming forward. You know what I mean? Again, that feeling of, whatever it is I need to let go of, close doors on, it's going to be okay. Like, there's no need to resist it. It's right. If that's the word you need to hear. But it just gets lighter and lighter and lighter. I feel like to a point where you can take off all your armor. There's no need for all the armor anymore. You can just take it off. So you're moving into a safe, secure, loving, passionate time. If you heard ground, it was just my stomach. I feel like some of you are going to be hearing good news about land or property. Could be a home, but I feel like it's more land. Like hearing good news about it. You may have like different ideas, of different things that you can plant. Because I'm seeing like like holistic plants, and but then I'm seeing like a field of sunflowers. So it's whatever you want. But what it feels like is like someone's piece of paradise. Again, I'm not really seeing a home, But I'm just assuming that a home is either to come or it's just not in my vision right now. It could be a family property, you know, it could be an inheritance that you receive, because it may be something that comes through the court of law, or how to travel through the court of law, put it that way. But I don't know, for some of you, it just feels like it's bringing you like this little piece of paradise. It's going to be very abundant. So whatever you plant, even if, you know, maybe you're a writer and you're out in your field just writing, you know, it just feels like whatever it is you plant, whatever seeds of creativity you plant are going to be very abundant. Maybe it's not just for this piece of land, but because I kind of felt that up here when Virgo is declaring, this is my month. It's kind of what I'm feeling down here. Okay. You know, there may be a few of you who have a financial decision you have to make. For some of you, it could be the selling of a home, whether to put a home on the market or not. I don't know if it's tied to down here, because I feel like, well, very low helicopter flying over right now. Maybe this home is not where you currently live. You may have to fly to it. But, you know, it could be a family home. Back here, making that decision back here and seeing more of the outcome of it, that's a possibility. I feel for some of you who have this home for sale, or rent, something like that, dealing with your finances. I feel like, for some of you, like, you were asked to take on, like, what's that saying, the hat of many, kind of like being a jack of all trades, master of none, but it may be like having to do a little plumbing. Then next thing you know, someone calls, is like, can you, like, you're the only one who can go then change a light bulb, and I don't know, something like that. Hang on one second, we had a card fly. Here's the Hierophant. First thing I see with the Hierophant is keys. I'm like, here's the keys to the house. Here's the keys to the family house. I feel like it's okay to relax your standards. I don't know if that's the right saying, the right word. Um, but maybe, like for some who go by the book. I'm not trying to do anything illegal. I'm just saying it feels like the ability, or maybe the okay, it's okay. Like universe saying it's okay to lighten your load, to release some of the responsibility. You know, you don't have to take on all of the burdens. We have the Empress again. Hmm. Um, I feel like for some of you, I don't know, maybe your mother and your father has passed, but I feel like you're receiving a blessing. I feel like as a mother and father giving a blessing to their child. Like, kind of like we approve, but not in any stern kind of way, just a very lighthearted um, celebration. I do feel like some of you are finding out you're pregnant, and it just feels like great news. For some of you, it may feel like a miracle. I hope it's each and every one of you who are wishing for that. I can't help notice the Ace of Cups clearly want to show itself. So, what I like about this reading is I feel like this Ace of Cups is really fitting because whatever we're talking about, it seems like everything's coming from a base of love in all different formats. I feel like some of you, this reading is just kind of going off on its own and I'm just following it. But I feel like some of you are hearing some kind of a truth, like some type of a real truth. For some of you, it could be news of, you know, is this my father? Is this my mother? Is this that kind of thing? It could be news because I feel like whatever it is, it's then set you off on a very clear, positive path. It's not limited to that, by the way. I feel like it's just that, that is for someone. But I do feel like there's other elements. I feel like there's a few of you thinking about buying a car. I feel like, I don't know why I'm saying this, but I feel like the right car will appear. The right car will manifest itself in some way. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean that you may be tomorrow looking on Facebook and, go to, what do they call it, the marketplace, look into vehicles, and the perfect vehicle is there. That's one way. It could manifest itself. A friend who knows that you need a car could call. So and so has the perfect car for you. So that's how it manifests itself. But asking for it. It's funny because I just asked that of the universe this morning, I believe. So I'll claim that. But that's for many. And then I even feel back here, like wherever the decision is, if it's financial, um, whether it be selling home, whatever it is, I just feel like the right answer, the right answer comes to you. It comes to you. And again, that could be someone calling you with the truth of something. It can be anything, but think of the different ways. Um, you know, it's all based on love. Even if it's been muddy, even if it's been muddied, it's still all based out of love. So that's good. I feel like some of you just had enough of a certain thing, certain person, certain way of being. There's something that you've just had enough of. Kind of like fed up with it. Nope, fed up with it. And who I'm speaking to now, I think you are willing to end something, and you're more than ready. But you definitely feel fed up. Like, I'm just fed up. Things may not be clear. Someone may be holding back emotions. You don't know if someone's telling the truth or do they lie. What's the truth? What's the lie? You're not walking away lightly. This is something that, well, something you can't take it anymore. You're fed up. You're fed up. And listen, if you're Virgo, there's no way you could live a life within someone else's illusion. I know that. I'm Virgo. No way. If you're keeping secrets, hiding things, up to them, right? It's up to them. But it can't be how I live my life, not with a partner. And I have a feeling a lot of you are the same way. So it does feel like someone has kind of kept the energy like this. And some of you may be saying to someone, I want the truth. I want the truth. No more hidden facts. No more, I want everything revealed. I want everything to the surface. the truth or nothing. I have the King of Pentacles. I have the Ten of Pentacles. And I have the Page of Wands. I know how dark the cards are. I'm so sorry. I gotta figure out this lighting. Okay, what's the King of Pentacles doing here? He shows up in so many of my readings. Well, I feel like this King of Pentacles, doesn't feel like your energy. It feels like another earth sign. And because I kind of feel like it is this person who held back emotions, made everything feel illusionary, not in a good way. So I feel like this King of Pentacles is doing an about face. I feel like I don't know why I'm thinking this, but he was thinking, what's taken you so long? I don't think that is for everyone. I think that's for like maybe one person. Almost like this King of Pentacles is like, what's taking you so long to demand the truth? Demand the truth or walk away, that type of thing. And it's almost like this person needed that. It doesn't make it right. That's what I would say to this King of Pentacles. Doesn't make it right. But there's a recognition. There may be a recognition because I feel like whoever this is, I feel like it's not necessarily because of you that they hold back. It's more of who they are, who they've become through the years. Because I don't feel like you had any part of the beginning of that or any of that. You are just suffering the after effects of it. And you feel like you can't get in. And this could be the other way around too, by the way. Someone feeling that about you, like, because I did feel that in the beginning of the reading, right? Someone wanting to come forward, but they were nervous. Anyway, I feel like this king is recognizing that him holding back. And I do feel like, he even say this is something I've been doing for a long, long time. And some of it is like, you may find that the father and the grandfather were like that, stern but quiet. I mean, that is a Virgo trait. Just recognizing the truth of oneself. But, and it feels like once they have this recognition, the growth is immediate. And I kind of feel like, the advice is not like contact them. It feels like the advice is if you need to go forward, go forward. Let them come to their own realization of what it is they lost. Because it definitely feels like they do. Um, but you handle it your way. Okay, let's keep going. Again, I'm definitely feeling there's some sort of abundance coming in. I have the Seven of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and the Hermits, part of Virgo. I feel for some of you, like you have been, I feel twofold, like you've been praying for some type of financial relief. And I don't mean necessarily like in a begging kind of way, but in a trusting kind of, go and say it, you know. Um, and because I feel you like praying about it, and then I feel you very spiritual also, like talking to your angels, your guides. And I'll be honest, I feel like I don't feel like you hear your guides back or feel them back. It's just a knowing you have within you. And I'm saying that to clarify a little bit. I feel to like get down to give you more of a clue, so to speak. And the message is, it is twofold. It's like a spiritual awakening over the fact, it feels like you're over the fact of learning how you're able to manifest. So somehow there is something coming to you that you manifested. And you're going to recognize this, and you're meant to recognize this so you can see the power of your thoughts in all ways. Oh boy, I hope it's good. It feels like it's good. It feels like it's money, to be honest. It feels like it's finances. But there's a lesson behind that. And it is so you can see your ability. I mean, this is for all of us. Recognizing that our thoughts are creating. Like it's our thoughts are the brushstroke. Boy, I need a drink on that. Hang on 1 second. Well, I have quite the vivid imagination. So I gotta really start getting creative with my thoughts. Okay, let's keep going. Again, I have that feeling of someone looking on, someone looking over you, someone watching over you. It could be someone who's passed on, but not gone. And for some of you, that's what it is, because I'm getting this feeling of like this big, big winter coat, big, soft, fluffy winter coat being wrapped around me. I definitely feel like whatever this is, it's happening. It's definitely happening in the fall. you know, and because I'm getting that feeling of robbing Peter to pay Paul, you know, running out of different ideas. Some of you, it's money, like money to take someone out, money to take them out, pamper them, treat them with the respect they deserve. Um, some of you, it's a romantic, like wanting to take someone out on a romantic date, or it's the other way around, them wanting to take you, but finances are, you know, they're a factor. They're a factor because wherever, you know, like they want to give you the whole 9 yards. You know, and I feel like if some of you are attached to someone, and I do feel like right now I'm talking to someone who's younger. I feel like, you know, in your 20s maybe. It doesn't have to be, but I feel like a lot of energy, and um, I do feel like there's someone that you're with who doesn't have a lot of money, like is blue collar, works, you know, for the money, does have, works hard, okay, but not, I mean, just doesn't have a lot of money, but seems to have a beautiful personality. Um, I don't know. Just think about that, because I feel like this is someone who later in life, or as life moves on, I do feel like they will build themselves something, and it could be an empire. Sorry, excuse me, car just went flying. I have the Three of Pentacles. I feel like news is coming to you. For some of you, like news is coming to you, perhaps from a joint venture, a family business. Again, it could be, as before, the family inheritance, where there are more than one of you. But I feel like news is coming in. Just had quite the breeze, like strong breeze, kind of like here's that news coming in, and I have the Fool. So, you know, again, it's like whatever's coming in to you feels like it gives you a new start. Um, but a new start that you're looking forward to. I guess some of you are going to know exactly what I'm talking about because I feel like I'm over explaining it. And it just all seems to be coming. Feels like it's all coming towards you. So this new start is coming towards you. Um, this new start is a time of, it feels like much more like loving experiences, but yet also I feel like there's a sense of independence within here. So it just feels like a nice balance. Some of you just feel like you're getting good just news that's going to be unbelievable. And but you know, I feel like you would already know that. Though I wouldn't say don't play a lottery ticket because I am all of a sudden feeling very lucky, like very lucky, but I need to be smart. Okay. Um, I said that I just see 303. I don't know if that's a lucky number, but it just feels like it is 303. And this may be why back here, Virgo is again announcing October is their month because I am all of a sudden I am seeing luck. I am definitely seeing luck, and I am seeing new beginnings. You know, new chances, new starts. I'm seeing great romance. All right, let's see if anything else wants to come out. If not, I think I'm going to wrap it up. So I'm going to ask for any final messages. Any final messages? I have no clue how long this video is. I haven't even looked. Right now, it doesn't even matter to me. I feel like the time coming up is just going to have like a real ease to it. And you know, it's weird that I'm getting this in the reading because I've watched a couple readings and they're really talking about Virgo having more of somewhat of a difficult month. Man, I'm seeing it the opposite. Though I am seeing it as a lot, like this kind of feels like if I need to jump on this wave because it feels like a wave is coming in. There's a lot of different possibilities, um, and there's people in you know waiting who want to come in. There's just different possibilities, but it feels like just jump on this wave and ride it. It feels adventurous. You know, the Three of Wands here with the Fool. So this is telling me that whatever these new beginnings are, these leap of faith that we take, it has an optimistic undertone. No, it has an air of optimism. For some of you, I feel like Maybe it's a Kundalini awakening, because I feel like your sexuality increasing, peaking. Like, for some of you, it may have been dormant forever, and all of a sudden, I feel like saying follow those urges, because this is about exploring, adventure, allowing things to happen. Definitely remember, we had this 8 of Swords up here, where the fear was quite the block for a lot of different things. We have Judgment again. So Judgment's all about a rebirth. A rebirth that we want, we request, right? It is like the slate is wiped clean. Slate is wiped clean. Everyone is even. We all start back at 0. Sometimes I feel like it's a spiritual shower. It just kind of cleanses us. And, we recognize that we needed this for whatever the reason. Four of Cups. This could be to help you change the way you're thinking. Stuck in a negative headspace about love, just love in general at this point. Could certainly be due to one person. Absolutely, there's one person. But it's starting to be wrapped up into now everything that anyone's done has now become the package of you. There's not a separation any longer. So for some of you, you're taking this on. Like this is your perspective of love. But you're creating that. You're definitely creating that based on limited knowledge. And what do I mean by that? I mean that, well, you probably had 4 or less partners. So you're judging how many people are in the world? And I don't mean that in a judgmental way. It's just the way it came out. Sometimes I feel like when I talk like this, because it must not have been the first time I've said it. Because that's what I feel behind my voice, like I'm saying it now as in almost reminding. Anyway. But the good news is all you need to do is recognize that. And I feel like once you recognize that, exactly, your world changes. I already know that. That's just confirmation of it. And I feel like it changes quickly. That's the thing here. What are we seeing? We're seeing another form of manifesting. It's exactly what it is. I just realized that. Just like the car, just like the X back here. Sometimes we have to manifest it through our mistakes, through our energy, whether good or bad. But I feel like that's what's saying. This is about now recognizing that. But once you recognize it, you put an end to it. You have a rebirth of you. Moves you into a different way of being. The Fool with the 3 of Wands. Feeling good about my future. The World. Very spiritual time. feeling the support of the universe really behind you. You know, it's moving to a time where you don't feel like a loner, though you appreciate that part in you, as I do, and I do in myself. Um, but this isn't, you know, this is about coming out of that now. And, you know, you got temperance here too. And I know I'm not mentioning any signs. I apologize. You know, and what it feels like here is, look how, when I look at the way I think about something, I think about love. Clearly, this love. When I look at that realistically, analyze my own mind, um, I can see how these cups represent different people in my life who have done different things that have hurt my heart. And each time I had a choice of letting it go. I have that choice every day. I wake up every day and have another chance at that. But if I don't, I carry that around. And number one, if like is attracting like, what am I attracting? I receive the hardship I'm expecting, I'm manifesting. I'm just going to turn it around. Yeah, we have temperance down here, divine timing. I often feel temperance oversees love, all kinds of love, but definitely romantic love too. It's the connection. To me, it's the time. It's time for the connection. I love this connected to the world. I feel like it's the same. This is when, you know, this is when this love connection, like what you want in your head, right? But you're not receiving. It comes after the realization of how I keep thinking about it, right? I'm manifesting that. That that realization gives me the rebirth, the clarity to start new. Even feels like the universe just takes that weight off of your shoulders, like because you're moving forward as the whole. So there is no weight on your shoulders. There's none. There's optimism. There's happiness. There's a lightness to you. And quickly, all by design, by divine design, clearly. Moving into a very spiritual, beautiful time in your life. Beautiful. I'm going to leave that there, guys. I love you. I'm curious to see how long this video is. I'll find out. I love you so much. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for helping me through the month of September. Um, I'm still a little late, but better than I was. All right, guys. I love you so much. Very interesting reading. I really enjoyed your reading. Thoroughly enjoyed this reading. I feel like it just took me to another plateau, you know, lifted me to another dimension. So thank you. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Mwah. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.